Courtney and I had a chance to check out Chuck's Wine and Spirits in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And wow, what a place this was. Courtney loved this for a special reason, which we're going to kind of go through as we move through this this annotated haul video. But Courtney, I did a little something special just for you right here. Hold on, here it comes.
Oh, look at that. Yes, the drive-thru. Not only is it drive-thru, but it is sponsored by Michelob Ultra.
Courtney, for whatever reason, you love a drive-thru.
I love a drive-thru.
Right?
It just reminds me of like everybody being underage coming there and paying like $50 extra for a case of Michelob Ultra, or I mean that'd be fancy, but yes, I love that the Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer is the sponsor of the drive-thru in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
It is superior to Milwaukee's Best.
Yes.
And Olympia and Coulter's
Yes.
and QT Quitting Time.
Excellent.
That is all.
That is true. So let's discuss what we found inside.
A couple things I want to say about the drive-thru. First of all, Neff's, which was your home liquor store.
Yes,
in
they did
Prospect.
not have a drive-thru.
It didn't?
No, it did not have a
Get the
drive-thru.
fuck out of here.
No, you had to go inside and get your own empty box and put all your bottles in it and carry it out.
When I worked at the Winchester Sun in 1997, I was an intern actually at that time. Our sports editor was a guy named Jeff Kerr, absolute fucking stud. This guy was he's as good as I've ever seen. He worked nights at the liquor store drive-thru.
There you go.
And he said, I know everything about this fucking town. And you know how I know? And I go, how do you know? And he goes, I work the drive-thru right here.
That makes sense.
What a brilliant way to get information. Now,
That is
was it
brilliant.
worth a lot to Jeff?
I mean, obviously so.
I don't know if that stuff hit the pages of the Winchester Sun a lot, but I'm going to tell you what, Jeff Kerr was an absolute stud. He better be in the Kentucky Sports Writer Hall of Fame. That's all I'm saying about that. Also, shout out to David Stone and Glanville, who were absolute legends there, and Bill Blakeman, who's like my all-time favorite hero at the Winchester Sun. Betty Smith, by the way. Also, here we go. So this is at Chuck's Wines and Spirits. Wow. Ezra Brooks, a cask
That's
strength.
a lot of Ezra books.
Yeah, that is a lot of Ezra Brooks, and why aren't people buying that?
You know, I don't know. They have case upon case there. They had delicious.
Please jump in,
We
Courtney.
were also there at like seriously probably 10 a.m. So maybe they restocked that morning, and obviously nobody's buying Ezra Brooks.
Maybe
at
they
10 in the
restocked
morning.
that morning. That's really sweet, Courtney, or Maddie. That was really sweet.
What?
I think that they just hadn't been selling well because Ezra Brooks doesn't sell well. But it should, because it's tasty. Do you know Ezra Brooks is a Lux Row product, Courtney?
I did know that.
Ezra Brooks, little town branch. We're kind of moving through a little quicker here than we did last week. This is Starlight Rye. This is the green label rye whiskey at
No interest in that.
$65.99. If I'm going to tell you this, I don't like rye. You don't like rye. So
Nope.
we're not rye enthusiasts. But if that had been a regular bourbon,
That is a store pick, though.
dude, the Starlight's been really good to us.
You know, I would use it as a mixer. I don't know if I'd use it as a mixer for $65, but it is a store pick. You can see that right there. But
Oh, it's definitely a store pick.
I'm not a rye fan typically.
All right, moving on. Courtney says no thanks.
No, I passed on that. Now she got over here, buddy.
Let's see what else. Oh, I know what that
yes,
is.
Wilderness Trail.
A little bit of Wilderness Trail. There on the right there, that's the gray with the gold writing. Wilderness Trail out of Danville, Kentucky. Our friend Chris H., who's in the chat, we call him Cuz. He's a big fan of Wilderness Trail. And I am too, honestly. I've never bought a bottle, but I've drank his. And yeah, it's been good. I would have bought this. I remember when I was doing this video earlier and I was putting it together. By the way, we got some Willet pot still right there in the background.
Oh yeah, look at it.
And look
just
at that, the
sitting there.
Willet. There's some Willet Family Reserve 4-year rye back there.
Oh, and I see that awful Rowan's Creek though. Oh god, that's so
Dude,
awful.
I drink that shit when Auburn loses a game.
That thing is terrible. I'm
drink
sorry.
that shit
I
as a
love
penance.
Willet, but I do not like that.
I drink it when shit is fucked up.
It
Like
just
when
tastes.
I deserve
It
to be
is not.
beaten.
I'm not a fan of that. Don't pick that up if you see it.
Wilderness Trail there. When I was going through this video, I wish I had gotten some of this store pick Wilderness Trail. I mean, we already bought enough stuff here. We'll go through what we got earlier, but by the way, something I got.
Oh,
right
there's one
here.
of Jay's faves.
I love Rebel Cask Strength. $60 right there, as you can see that. This is their store pick here from Chuck's. And that is delicious. I love Rebel Cask Strength. I could drink that all day long.
Bottles at the dude's house.
Oh, was it?
Oh, was it? That's a good call right there. Uh-oh, they got their own maker's pick right
They
there.
do.
Actually, I was looking at this earlier on the video. They have their own, plus they have one that they did in collaboration with another group. Like Redfish or Redbone or something like that. So they had 2 of them there.
Nice.
But we're not real worried about it because we've got our own. We got the Montgomery kind. That Red Barn looks like. Red Barn.
Interesting.
What does that do for you?
I don't know.
Okay.
I would have to taste that. But look, that one there's got the red label on. This one, those don't. So those are different.
I think they were asking $75 for those, which I think is a fair price, by the way.
Old Elk.
This is an Old Elk. This is out of Colorado. The reason I was coming over here with this angle was that badass sticker on the side.
I did not see that.
These are store picks from Chuck's, and you got the Elk Hunt refreshment
it.
system.
I love that.
looks
Look
just
at that
like Duck Hunt.
Nintendo.
Looks like Duck Hunt from the original Nintendo, right?
That's neat. I like that.
Oh, look at this. Brandon H. says Nuggets are up 19. First game of the NBA Finals
wow.
tonight. Nuggets and Heat.
Yowzers.
Well, I'm fired up. I'm not happy for the Nuggets, by the way.
Go Nugs.
But how badass is that sticker, yo? That is amazing.
That is really cool. I like
Yeah,
that.
I almost bought it for that, but I was like, Old Elk? I don't know, man.
I mean,
Cuz got some
okay.
Old Elk, and it's good. I ain't hating, but...
Here's something I'm not much on.
So I did a little checking on this. So here's their new Riff store picks right here. I looked on their Facebook page. They were starting to push these in March, and they haven't been able to sell them.
Oh.
So we showed up there in the middle of May, right? Mm-hmm. They haven't sold them. And it looks like they got a good supply there.
It's ugly.
What do you mean it's ugly? I think it's a good-looking bottle.
It's like wine.
I don't like it. It does look like wine.
It does
But
look
that, I'm
like
not going
wine.
to turn down something that just because it looks like wine, but it's not something I've ever been interested in seeking out. What is that back there? Knob Creek. What is that? Is that rye as well?
Yeah, it's a rye.
Okay.
A lot of ryes here, huh? I'll get to that later. There's some bottom shelf Four Roses.
Four Roses. I'll take
Some
that.
Bullet. Is that a store pick?
I can't tell.
Hey, wait, hold on. $43 for a fucking half gallon of Four Roses? Like, that's not that bad, really.
No. There's more Wilderness Trail.
That's $60 for this Willet Black Label. I don't know how I feel about that.
Bullet.
Yeah, like you said, Bullet. Thank you, Maddie.
Wilderness
the
Trail.
Wilderness Trail Rye, $70.
I'll hit that bourbon.
Yeah, see, I wish I had gotten this Cask Strength. Cuz is going to chastise me if he's still watching for not getting this gray label Wilderness Trail. I don't know, man. I probably should have gotten that.
Yeah.
That's one you don't necessarily see all that much. There's another. They got cases and cases of that shiz.
But look how nice and neatly it is displayed.
Okay, I know where you're going with this. So we asked for permission to film. The manager, who's a gal, was enthusiastic. She was like,
Yeah, she was.
absolutely, please do.
Please.
And I didn't
What
notice
can I
this
help
until
you with?
later, but Courtney goes, did you realize everybody who worked in there was a girl?
Everybody was female in this liquor store, and there was probably 6 people working.
I remember that.
And I
And
was
they were
like-
stocking, and they were setting displays, and it was very professional looking. Like, you can see this. I mean, even though they're in the boxes, they're definitely cut well. There's no phrase sitting around, and they have them nicely labeled, and they are not dusty.
Yeah, this
Like-
place had stuff at everywhere that you like turned your head. There was new shit like just lined up consistently, but it did not look messy at all.
I gotta agree. It's just the nicest layout we've seen in a store.
And that's cheers to the women.
I mean, there's the store picks right there. I was bitching earlier about the gray. It was actually the dark gray that was the store pick right there. Cousin is gonna punch me in the face for this. For the dark gray store pick, 114 proof Wilderness Trail. I could have picked that bad boy up.
Probably should have.
He says that's in me.
Yeah, he says SMH.
That's a nice way to put it.
$70 for that right there. 114 proof. I bet that is delicious bourbon right there. What an absolute.
What was your reasoning for not getting it?
Well, my reasoning was I was overwhelmed. There was a lot of shit going on. We ended up buying from this place. We bought a Bardstown Bourbon Company Plantation rum. We also bought one of the Rebels that we saw earlier.
Yeah, we had just bought this down the street at the other Chuck's.
And I knew I had a lot ahead of me.
That Bardstown? To your right. To your right. To your right. Jay.
Other right.
Your
Turn
other
over your
side.
right
Other
shoulder.
right? I'm on- that's
Right
my left.
shoulder.
That's my left.
Right shoulder.
I don't see it.
Oh my God. You're being dumb.
I don't know. What?
Turn
Which,
that way.
No, not that one. It's a white label.
Other right.
Anyway, Cuz gonna hate me for not getting that for $70. I probably should have just bought it for him, honestly, right there. But Cuz, I love you, bro. And Cuz had my back on this trip, by the way. He picked me up
Look at this.
some of that Bardstown Bourbon Company Origin series. Yeah, I'm kind of now. I do want to say this Detling. This is from Opelika, by the way. This dark brown one. I like the dark brown one. It's pretty good. It's kind of like an after dinner drink. Maddie, what do we call that? A digestif? Hey, I said it right. And this Clyde Mays. Oh, wait, what happened? This Clyde Mays, I didn't have this silver one or this dark gray one, but I just had a.
Uh-oh, frozen.
Oh no, are we really frozen?
Yeah, it's frozen for me too.
Oh no. Well, guys, sorry. I didn't get the adapter, but it'll pick up eventually. Let's see when it gets going again.
It's frozen on the wilderness trail.
That sucks for me, and for Courtney, and for you.
Oh, they're back. It's back.
Anyway, the Clay's Mill, the Clyde Mays.
Clyde Mays.
Little piece of trivia. I was at the Clyde Mays tasting right before COVID hit. That was in February of 2020.
It was.
And I got sick from it. And Johnny got sick too. And we thought we had COVID, but we really didn't. That Clyde Mays 5, I had a red version of that, and it was pretty good.
I'm not a fan.
And this Pursuit United, which is the green, that's the rye. If you get the one that has the orange or the red,
That's good stuff.
it is good. It's really good. That is some Mattingly's right
Okay,
there.
yes.
Unfortunately, it's rye.
I know, but I think it's so cool. The wax on top is really cool. Like,
Isn't that the name of the Haynes dog?
Yeah, they did have a dog named Mattingly. And that was named after Don Mattingly, the Yankees slugger, who was a great player in the bad time for the Yankees in the 90s. But this is named after the Mattinglys in Springfield, Kentucky.
that's a really cool bottle. I like
It is a
that
cool
lot.
bottle. I just wish that I wasn't willing to take the dip, so to speak, on a rye.
I don't like how it looks like some white girl nursing student wrote the label.
Okay, I do want to say you're not wrong on that. Like, I've kind of wondered about that. And I thought it was actually literally a chick writing on that, but I don't think it is. But they did a good job of making it look that way.
Love the cats needs to stop.
Anything else hitting you here, Courtney?
Nope.
SB House? What the fuck is
Well, there's
that?
Kentucky Owl, but that's another one that is a big hype that I have no interest in.
Oh, well, hold on. Brandon says Detling is from Atmore. I said Opelika earlier. My bad, yo. I did get the fact that it was in Alabama. Some
And
people,
Atmore? Did he say Atmore?
That's what he said, man. And Brandon knows
I didn't think there was anything down there except
Brandon
a casino.
knows his stuff. I'm telling you, Brandon knows his stuff. Here's some Jack Daniels stuff. And I know there's people who really care about Jack Daniels. It is not me.
Ooh.
That is owned by Brown Forman, though, right?
Yes, it is. But what's this thing with the Mark and Eagle on it? What's this?
It's 101st Airborne bourbon.
Wow.
It's a really cool bottle, but 129, I don't know if it's any good, so we're going to kind of let that one go, I think. All right, so now we're back out. Those were mostly the store picks that I had out there in the front. Now we're going through their just regular stuff in the rack. And I'm kind of regretting not getting this Carl T. Huber small batch, honestly. What are they looking for? $39.99 for that? No, that's the rye. So I don't know what the purple one is there, but I love Starlight. Starlight's
it's
been
good.
really good to us.
It is.
A little smoke wagon right there from Las Vegas.
Starlight got you lit the other day.
Yeah, damn right it did. Of course, a lot of stuff does that to me these days. Doc Swenson. Cuz, look at this, bro. We ran into some Doc Swensons when we were at that. Remember we were up there in the fall? Oh, let me get the price on there. We were up there in the fall in Destin or Rosemary Beach or Alice, whatever the fuck it was. They had some Doc Swensons up in there. Me and Cuz were, I think Cuz ended up buying a bottle of that. So the regular is $50, and then they have these two that are like a wine finish and then a sherry and cognac finish for $80. If they were good, I would pay it, but I don't know if it's good.
Well, coming up on your right is something I have no interest in as well.
Chicken cock?
I've said that, unfortunately, a few too many times tonight. But chicken cock, just not interested in.
Yeah, I just passed over that Old Forester basic stuff there. There's that Basil Hayden, some Angel's Envy rye, some regular Angel's Envy. We're going to come back in for some Rabbit Hole, which is pretty good.
Some Town Branch.
Little High West, Calumet, which we like Calumet, but we can find that here in Alabama.
You sure it's not Calumet?
No, it's Calumet.
You're positive?
100%.
Madison.
It's French.
But
In
the horse farm in
Versailles.
Kentucky is Calumet Farms.
We call it Versailles, girlfriend.
Versailles.
Blade and bow.
Look at the blade and bow.
I know, but I can't see the price on that. What is that? $49.99. That's about right.
That's reasonable.
That's about right. That's about right.
I love blade and bow. Blade and bow is the best easy drinking
I love
stuff
Blade and
ever.
bow. You're
Delicious.
You're a Stitzel though.
Well, yes.
Curly here. I've never seen it before, but I saw on their
Never heard of
Facebook page. Excuse me. That Curly, the guy, the actual owner of that place, was there for a tasting.
Oh, really?
I would love to hang out with
Interesting.
that guy. And also Michter's. We went for a distillery tour there.
We did. Oh, there's the sour mash. I don't know that I've ever seen that in a store. Have you seen that in a store before?
Yeah, I've seen it in the store.
Okay.
The only
Don't
one of
see
these
very
I think's
often.
worth a shit is that one on the far right, which is the
actual
regular
bourbon.
Yeah, the American whiskey, like
That's easy go. I mean, that's a beginner bourbon. That's
yes,
definitely a beginner bourbon.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
If you're not sure if you would like bourbon, you should try Michter's. Well, it's not even bourbon, American whiskey. That's an easy one.
Yeah, Michter's.
That would
I
definitely.
mean, I
be,
like Michter's.
It's an easy pick for easy drinking.
So $50 for the regular bourbon, $55 for the sour mash, $50 for the American whiskey, which is ass, I think, and the straight rye.
On my tasting, and when we went to that tasting, I liked the sour mash. I thought it was good. I would buy that.
Yeah, we got little pogs from that trip, didn't we?
Yeah, we do
Yeah,
over
we
here.
did, somewhere. Let's see what else we got here. We got some
Peerless.
Old Pepper, some Yellowstone. God, who is doing this fucking camera, man? What is the $80 for the Red Peerless, which I think is one of the best bourbons you can find available. Like, that's there every time. I love Peerless. Do you like Red Peerless?
Well, I do, and we just had some last week.
I know, but I'm saying, do you love it?
I think it's very good.
You think at $80 is too much?
Yes, I think it's too much for $80.
And the rye's 100, which I'm not even gonna drink.
Wow.
By the way, I saw these prices for the Duke, which is $100. There's no way I would drink a bourbon called Duke.
No,
I hate Duke.
no. I don't think it's that Duke, but no.
I mean, Duke
Me either.
sucks, man. I think we all agree.
I would
Duke
imagine they have a
sucks.
hard time selling that in Kentucky.
Yeah, you're probably right. They need a new name.
They do.
All right, that's the end of the story there. By the way, Yellowstone, as you see it there a little bit on your right, that is made at Limestone.
At what?
Limestone. There's another word there. At a distillery in Lebanon, Kentucky, in Marion County, Kentucky, where my folks are from. So
Oh, okay.
that's where the peoples are at.
Gotcha.
Ma'am? Oh, yes, I got you. Maddie wants to jump.
Yeah, I also want to mention at this store that I found the cheapest Sunny D vodka seltzers that I have ever seen. In Mobile, 4 cans, like they're just normal, like little White Claw, Truly cans, same size. 4 of them for $18. And at this store, they were, I think, $10.99. So that was a little more reasonable, and I got them, and they taste amazing if you're looking for something nostalgic.
Yeah, she was very fired up to get the Sunny D.
Yes, I was like, oh, that sounds
tonics or whatever they
horrible.
She'll let me have the drink in it. I love that stuff.
I mean, yeah, obviously. We love that stuff.
Wow. Thanks for that tidbit. Something besides bourbon.
We enjoyed checking out Chuck's there,
Yes, it was a lot of fun.
and I appreciate you guys giving me an opportunity,
Yes.
but all of us an opportunity to kind of go through the store there. I feel kind of weird sometimes when I ask if we can film,
But
we
99% of the time, they're like, please do.
we haven't had a problem at all.
No.
So there you go.
They're interested. I mean,
The
why
only
not?
time that they care is when their stuff looks a hot mess. And that's on them, so.
All right. Chuck's
True.
was not a hot mess. And that looked
No, it was
amazing.
very, very nice and organized, and nothing was dusty.